This Bronny James build is absolutely dominating NBA 2K25. Yo, what's good? We are back with another 2K25 video, and in today's video, I will be taking my 6'3" two-way Bronny James build to the wreck and going absolutely crazy. I end up finishing this one with an absurd stat line, so you're going to want to make sure you're watching all the way through. Watch me cook everybody that guards me in the rec center. I mean, Bronny's been hooping in real life with a 39 point in the game in the G League the other day, and his NBA career high with 17. So you know we had to get him out here in 2K and go as crazy as we possibly could. I'm going to show you guys the build, the animations, and anything else you might need to know to make the build like me. I am closing in on 6,000 subscribers, so go down there, drop a like, drop a sub, turn the notifications on. We're still going crazy all through 2K25. I appreciate all the support, but without further ado, let's get into this build and then the gameplay. Alright, and for the build we will be using in today's video, we have a 93 driving dunk with cat breakers, 94 three-pointer. We're going to get all the contact dunks, but also be able to shoot super consistently on this build. Not to mention, we are 6'3" with a 6'7" wingspan, so we're going to be able to do all this on offense that I was talking about, while also not being a liability on the defensive end. But we do get the 95 ball handle for every dribble move in the entire game to go along with a 91 speed of the ball. Hall of Fame lightning launch, which I did max +1 in this video, so we have legend lightning launch on this Bronny James build. The one thing I wish I could change, the 71 pass accuracy. Obviously, Bronny's a pretty good playmaker, and I wish I could have had that up a little bit higher, but 71 still gets the job done. And we're going to get plenty of very good assists in this gameplay, as you're going to see. But then onto the defense, 67 interior, which is max for this build, 85 perimeter, 91 steal, and a 63 block. We're going to be getting a ton of stops. Bronny gets a lot of stops in real life. He's playing good defense, so I wanted to make sure this build replicated that, and I think it fits pretty well. But we also do get the 91 speed, 81 agility, 80 vertical. 80 vertical is going to help us with all those contact dunk animations as well as the badges. Overall, super solid build. Happy with how it turned out, and I think it fits Bronny very well. Let's take a look at these animations real quick, and then we will get into the gameplay. Alright, here are the animations I'm using that I will be using in this gameplay, so if you want to throw any of these on, feel free. I feel like I'm going to include them. I'm not going to go in depth into each of them. And also, if you want the jump shot, I did post a jump shot video a couple weeks ago that has the jump shot I'm using on this build, so I'm not going to go through all of that. But I do highly suggest throwing on that C. Francis signature size up. It's definitely the most important dribble move in the entire game if you have the 95 ball handle. But I also really do like the Darius Garland dribble style. Also, Kobe White's really good, so try that out. I'm not going to yap too much about this though. Let's get into this crazy gameplay. And into the gameplay here, we do have a random power forward and center on our team with an AI as well. I do know the shooting guard, so I'll be playing with him throughout this video, but everybody else is random going into this. We're getting a stop first play of the game though, finding myself in the corner, shooting right over the other team's AI, knocking it down. We know Bronny's been shooting very good, especially in the G League. And then I'm going to fade this corner three, 2 for 2 to start the game. But yeah, back to what I was talking about. He had his career high in the NBA the other day with 17, playing very well. I'm telling you, he's just got to get used to it. He's a very solid player, and he's been going crazy in the G League, just proving that he really is supposed to be here. Props to Bronny. I mean, he was getting a ton of hate, but he's still playing well. Getting an assist there to my shooting guard backdoor, and he ends up getting an and one dunk. We love to see it. But back to what I was talking about, the playmaking. This power forward was calling for the ball the whole game, and he's out here shooting tight, very early, very fast. He was in game chat. You guys are going to see it throughout the gameplay. I'm getting a fast break dunk here, meter dunking that. That's another thing I wanted to talk about, is I'm absolutely loving the meter dunk since the buff. My dude does end up quitting, but don't worry about it. We're still going to go crazy. We're going to get a ton of points. They're going to be switching the AI off me, putting real people on me, doubling, tripling me. You guys are going to see it throughout the video. Just because I have an AI on me, it's not a free run. I will definitely still have to work for my buckets as I get a backdoor there to give me 12 in the first quarter. Into the second quarter here, though, like I said, the doubling me, sending the real guy at me. I'm taking a screen. I'm going to go dunk on their center with the meter. That meter dunk, ever since the buff, has been very good on any build I get contact dunks on. So I'm definitely taking advantage of that very consistently. Do try to dunk all over the center here, though, and I very early'd it. I don't think I actually very early'd it, but I probably didn't time it right. Not a big deal, though. We already have 18 with 47 seconds left in the second quarter. Power forward's going to find me in the corner, and I do knock it down. To give props to these randoms, they were actually playing pretty solid. They were giving us the ball. They were letting me cook, so I respect that. And then my shooting guard's going to hit me. I'm going to fade a little mid-range, top of the key, knock it down. 23 points to end the half. 75% from the field, and I do get player of the half. Going absolutely nuts out here on this Bronny James build. You love to see it. 23 points, 1 assist, 77% from the field. Very efficient, and we do have a 10-point lead. Look at my Bronny face scan, too. That's looking really solid. Shout out Devin K, or whatever his name is on YouTube. He drops all the good NBA player face scans. I'm really out here looking like Bronny, hooping like Bronny, going crazy in the rec. Starting out the second half, I am going to fade top of the key mid-range. I only have an 80 mid-range, but I'm knocking it down because I have all of those shooting badges assist from having a 94-3. I'm going to cook the AI here. They end up doubling me with the real guy, but I'm going to fade right wing, knock it down with heat check. That heat check is absolutely unstoppable this year. Finding me on the break, throwing that one down. That 91 speed is helping me beat everyone up and down the court. And then I end up dotting the AI in the left corner here. The power forward's calling for it off the rim and out of bounds. He should have just let the AI shoot. He was wide open, but you know how people are when they want to get the ball. I'm going to end up driving right around the AI here and getting a nice little contested layup to go for 32 points. I'm still shooting super efficient, snatching back with the other team's AI on me, knocking it down right over him. And I know AI gameplay is not always the best, but I mean, this was a very good one in the end. I pull from half here, don't end up knocking it down. Like I was saying, AI gameplay is obviously not the best, but this is like the 6th game I've played, and everybody was quitting out of every game. I just had to take the one that I played best in, I'm not going to lie. I was sick of playing AI, so I had to take this gameplay that actually turned out all right, where a couple people were still playing, still guarding me. And then my shooting guard ends up knocking down this layup. It's open somehow, giving us a 20-point lead here, end of the 3rd quarter. They pull up in the corner. Props to the guys on the other team, too. They were hitting a lot of very contested shots. Just button shooting most of the time, but I mean, everything they were shooting was strong, or at least contested weak, and they were going in still. I dot center at the top of the key, and he ends up missing to end the 3rd quarter. Going into the 4th here, though, we are up 14. I break the AI's ankles, snatch over, and knock that down right over the other player, giving us back to a 14-point lead. Snatching back again, I'm going to end up driving by him. Behind the back, behind the back, behind the back, behind the back. Finding my teammate in the corner, he knocks it down. Like I said, though, 71 pass accuracy, good enough to get the job done. I obviously wouldn't take this like Pro M5s or anything, because you aren't going to get perfect passes every time. But that 71 gives you pretty solid animations and still gives you the fast pass animations. You're not out here throwing slow stuff all the time. I do get a standing dunk on the break to give me 42 with a couple minutes left. At this point, I'm really pushing for 50. And here's the clip you saw in the intro, pulling, fading from deep, knocking it down with that 40 or 94 3-point rating. I'm going to end up snatching back again in the corner. AI on me, break him again, knocking it down. I mean, look at how consistently I was shooting out here. Even with an AI on me, I was not missing. They were doubling me, tripling me. Euro step, knocking down the layup for 50 points on 73% from 3. End up snatching back. I do take a couple of these crazy ones at the end of the game here, just trying to get something with takeover, but I can't get them to go. The timing on those deep ones is so weird. I'm still not used to it. Maybe it's because I haven't used this takeover enough. But then my shooting guard, or I've been saying shooting the guard this whole time, he's playing the small forward, but he ends up knocking out a shot there to give himself 24 points. Their AI gets a nice little dunk. We're up 18. End of the game at this point. I'm going to end up picking and popping because his guy is still here. Gets a moderate contest on me. I don't knock it down, but we do get a massive win in this one with a 50-point game on my Bronny James build. You love to see it out here hooping, going absolutely crazy. 50 points, 70% field goal, and 3 assists. Small forward had 24 and 6. Power forward and center played great roles in this game. Got to give their props to them. They were out here hooping, giving me the ball, letting me cook, and hyped me up after the game with my 50 ball. Shout out to these guys, though. This was a ton of fun. I honestly love this build. You guys will definitely be seeing a lot more of this, especially since it plays and the attributes fit Bronny very, very well. Thanks for sticking around, though. Appreciate you watching all the way through. On your way out, go down there, drop a like, drop a sub, turn those notifications on for me. I really appreciate it, and I will catch you in the next one.